Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Perlmutter, founder of Quantum Listing, and welcome to today's Haves and Wants 2.0 Industrial for Sale online marketing session. It's Wednesday, February 19th, 2020, and before we get started, I just want to thank our wonderful sponsors at the News Funnel for their help with this, and let's get going. We have a lot to talk about today. Here is today's agendas. We'll do introductions. We'll talk about a little bit about quantum listing. We'll go over wants that were submitted via forms today. Haves, which will have a selection of listings that I've curated, and to the extent that those of you who are participating today have listings that you'd like to talk about, that is most welcome as well. And then we'll wrap it up by telling you a little bit about our pricing, our customer-centric approach, and some of the great upcoming webinars that we have in the next few weeks. So let's get started. So I am David Perlmutter. As I mentioned, I'm the founder and CEO of Quantum Listing. I am also a 33, almost 34-year veteran of the commercial real estate industry. I started out in 1986 doing office leasing and then switched to mostly retail leasing. After a few years, when I was able to get my broker's license, I went out on my own and started my own brokerage company, Perlmutter Properties, which I still run to this day. During the 90s, with some partners, I developed a little over 1.3 million square feet of retail space. The last 10 years or so, we've sold most of those off. Now we've sold all of them off. And about 5 years ago, we launched Quantum Listing because we perceived a need for a fully featured, reasonably priced commercial real estate listing service. And that brings us where we are today. As a broker, I've attended many in-person marketing sessions, and we introduced these Haves and Wants 2.0 sessions a little over a year ago, and they are really kind of a 21st century way of doing those in-person marketing sessions, because we all have devices that are either we're at our computers or have our phones or tablets with us all day. It's a great way to share your listings with other people, find out what they're looking for as well, and just use the things that we have at our fingertips to sort of modernize the process, so we don't have to spend the extra time traveling to these different events. And the one thing you do miss the free sandwich. But hopefully, if you need a sandwich, let me know. I'll send you one, okay? So thanks again for spending your time with us this afternoon. And let's keep going. So Quantum Listing is a online commercial real estate listing service. And we give your listings maximum exposure by offering a range of features so you can market your properties without breaking your budget. If you join, you get to post an unlimited number of listings with the ability to market them seamlessly on all forms of popular social media as well. And you can email them to one person. You can email them to your entire mailing list if you want through us, and there's no extra charge for that. And as a broker, the one thing that I really wanted was to have as many eyeballs on my listings as possible. So we designed it so there's no paywall for buyers or tenants or your fellow brokers to view the properties that you post on our site. So that was really very intentional. So let's keep going. Let me see about. Okay. All right. Uh, before I launch into the rest of the presentation, I know Justine Snyder from Massachusetts is here with us. And if you want to just let us know in the chat box where you are from, and if you're going to have any listings that you want to present, whether they're on Quantum Listing or not, please let us know. We'd love to have this as interactive as possible. So just while we're waiting for those responses, Quantum Listing is a nationwide crowdsourced commercial real estate listing service, and all listings are searchable by anyone, no paywall or registration. All new members get the first 30 days of premium membership for free, after which membership is $89.99 per year for unlimited listings. You can use Quantum Listing to blast your listings to your proprietary distribution list by securely uploading an Excel file, or you can try our network email blast service. We introduced in the last part of 2019 a new suite of on-demand advertising features that give your listings even more exposure in your market. And as long as your membership is current, you get all the leads on your listings, and you can also subscribe to an additional service to a service to get additional leads in your market. And let's see. So for those who are watching the replay, I'm going to just read some of the folks that are here with us today. So Justine Snyder from Massachusetts, and we're going to have her talk about her North Street listing in Douglas, Massachusetts. And John Weber from Recchio Real Estate up in Buffalo is with us too. Welcome to both of you. And anybody else, just let us know who you are. So Quantum Listing has free mobile apps for iOS and Android. In fact, when we first started out, we were just a iOS app, and then we added the website and Android apps after. As a broker, I know that commercial real estate is a very collegial business. It is competitive too, don't get me wrong. I know we all like to do as many deals as possible and make sure that we're the ones making the money. But every deal takes, at least two parties. So it is a collegial business. And my approach to the real estate tech business was also one of the things that helped us grow. It is also collegial, and that's what's helped us grow so quickly. We have these great partnerships with Build Out and Sharp Launch, which you'll hear me mentioning during the course of this webinar, because a lot of our listings are syndicated to us directly from those two marketing platforms. Brendan Hotchkiss from Levitt Digital is the one who came up with the idea came up with the name Haves and Wants 2.0. Levitt Digital allows quantum listing users to syndicate their listings to a network of hundreds and hundreds of local news sites with just a couple of clicks. And CRE Collaborative is one of our newest partners. And Andreas Senni, who I don't think is on with us today, has put together this really excellent bit of technology that allows all your other real estate technology to talk with each other, and also you can syndicate your listings to their site through us as well. Some of the other pluses about quantum listing is we do not lock you into an annual contract that auto renews if you forget to cancel it. We do actually now have an auto renew feature, but we'll be a lot nicer about it if you forget to cancel it than that big guy in DC. Members can use Quantum Listing to serve their listings to their website or blog at no additional cost. We use iframes, and it's super easy to do. You don't need to be a programming wizard to figure that out. I can do it myself, so and my technological skills are fairly minimal. Quantum Listing shares your listings to our social media feeds on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So we hope that helps you get additional exposure for your listings and makes them even more findable and searchable on the internet. And if you are a current premium member, you can access real-time analytics for listing views, profile views, listing shares, and a whole lot more. So before we jump into the haves, and mostly so that I don't forget to do this, we have a few people who sent us their wants, which I would like to share with you. From Los Angeles, we have Mike from the Shabbatai group, and I'll give you his contact email soon. They're looking to buy office, retail, and industrial in the Los Angeles area. Their budget is a $3 to $5 million properties, and Mike is not a broker, he is an investment partnership, and they're most interested in value add opportunities and stable assets. So if you have anything you think that makes sense and meets the Shabbatai Group's criteria, you can reach them at lacienegallc@gmail.com, and I will spell that out for you. LACIENEGALLC@gmail.com. So that's La Cienega, LACIENEGALLC@gmail.com. And that was our first one of those. Our next one is somebody, get to the page with a name. It is Susan Korath from Keller Williams Village Square Realty in Ridgewood, New Jersey. And Susan is looking to buy multifamily in Paterson, Elizabeth, and Plainfield, New Jersey. Also open to any other municipalities in New Jersey that don't have rent control. And they're looking for value add properties with a minimum of 6 units. And in the interest of full disclosure, Susan is a broker who is working with investors. So assuming that means that she'll be looking for a piece of the commission, which is fine. We're all brokers, we're all used to that. And Susan is at Keller Williams Village Square Realty in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Her phone number is 551-265-3909. That's 551-265-3909. And her email is susankorath@kw.com. Susan is spelled SUSAN. Korath is KORATH@kw.com. So Susan Korath at kw.com is her thing. And our last wants that was submitted online prior to today's session is from Steve Lynch from Coldwell Banker Commercial NRT in Connecticut. And Steve is looking to buy industrial north of New London and accessible to I-95. Their budget is, $1 million and up. The minimum size they want to acquire is 10,000 square feet. And he is a commercial real estate broker, so expect that they would be looking for some commission as well. He is a veteran of 40 years in the industry, so expect to be working with a real professional. Stephen Lynch, that's you can reach him at 203-444-2353. Again, that's 203-444-2353. And his email address is steve.lynch@cbcnrt.com. So that's Steve, STEVE Lynch, LYNCH, at cbcnrt.com. Okay, so that brings us to our haves portion of the program, and let's get going. Sorry, hang on, I need to just make sure that as we get through this, you confirm that. So, just a word about our technique here is that we went through the site today and looked at dozens of the most recently added industrial listings, and we sort of picked this group because of the geographic diversity, price diversity, and good pictures. So here we go. And of course, if I knew you too, that didn't hurt. So I'm going to start out, and we may go a little bit out of order because I know that some of our listing companies are here on this and we want to have some variety and not just listen to me the whole time. So our first one is a Canadian asset, and it was brought to us by Steve Harvey. And Steve, I love the pictures here, so that's definitely what caught my eye. So if you're adding listings, make your pictures beautiful. Because if they're catching my eye, they're going to catch the other folks' eyes as well. So this is a beautifully newly built warehouse with concrete flooring, steel frame with metal siding, with 20-foot ceilings. The building has a two-piece washroom, 400 amp three-phase gas-fired suspended heaters. There are 4 15 by 16 foot roll-up doors and a fully paved lot with lots of parking. It is zoned M1 General Industrial. The lot is a little over a half acre. It can also be purchased with a neighboring building at 598 Warren Avenue. And it's got some general and light industrial land and building. The asking price is $1,995,000, including the real estate. The square footage of the building is 9,080 square feet. If you would like to find out more, you want to contact Steve Harvey. This is Canadian Steve Harvey, not game show host Steve Harvey. And Business Finders Canada is his company, 250-491-1111. Again, that's 250-491-1111. Ask for Steve Harvey. And his email is manager@businessfinders.com. And John Weber makes the great observation that the color on the doors really brightens up the space, and I think he's right. So let's go on to the next one. Let's see if we can figure out where Penticton, Canada is for those of us who aren't completely fluent in Canadian geography. So looks like it's kind of in the middle of Canada. Maybe a little west of the middle. don't think it's close enough to Meghan and Harry over there in Vancouver for them to be interested, but what are you gonna do? All right. So next up, we have an industrial building for sale in Worcester, Massachusetts. And Justine, I think this one is your listing. Do you want to take us through this? If you can unmute yourself.
Hi, yes. I do have this. It is the former Worcester Chemical Distribution Plant, and it has several bay doors for loading and unloading. And they're going out of business, retiring, and this is a great spot near downtown Worcester, which is really developing, and it needs to be transformed into something else. It would make a great brewery, a fitness center. There's a whole upstairs too. It has those great old factory large windows, and it has it does have some parking challenges where there's a section of the building in the back where some people have taken a look at that to take down part of the building and add more parking. But I don't have the listing information right in front of me as I had to pull over to join the webinar today. I don't know if some of the other facts are right there, but
Yeah, I can share them for you. It says it was built in the early 1900s. The building's 11,350 square feet and ready for redevelopment. It's located right near I-290, Webster Square, Route 146, and has a traffic count over 22,000 vehicles per day. So sounds terrific. 10 parking spaces, one office, two bathrooms, and a two-story building. Anything else you'd want to add about this?
I'd come and see it.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Justine, and for sharing that one with us. And let's stay in New England with our next listing. This is in Windsor, Connecticut, and it is a 40,000 square foot building. And
hey, David, I think that one is, I think we were going to skip that one.
Skip this one? Okay. Oh, yes, I see
I
there
think
is.
so. Yeah.
Yep, you're right. It is actually in Texas, not in Massachusetts. There was a little glitch with our feed from Sharp Watch. So we're move right on. Thank you, Julia. And hopefully this one doesn't. Okay, this is definitely, this is another one from Sharp Launch, syndicated to us from Coleman Dolgen in Brooklyn, long time industrial brokers in that borough. It looks like there's a nice yard there. Here's an older building. Looks like they're using it for parking school buses now. And not a lot of description here, but it's a 12,000 square foot building, and it's got 12,400 square feet of parking. If you know Brooklyn at all, parking is hard to come by. So give Neil Dolgen a call, or they chose only to give their email address, so that's Neil at kalmandolgin.com, KALMONDOLGIN.com, or Bob Klein, not the comedian Bob Klein, at least I don't think it is. Could be moonlighting. R. Klein, KLERKLEIN at kalmandolgin.com. And the price is available upon request. So you see this little red flag here on the side. that is how we access a listing report, and that is how we did the this presentation today. And we'll make this available to everybody later as well when we send out the replay. And next up, I think, John Weber, is this, let's see if this one is yours. Yes, it is. John, are you available to unmute yourself?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can. And you're sounding good.
All right, great. So this property here, obviously being located in Buffalo, New York, it is a 24,000 square foot facility that is broken up to about 4,000 square feet of retail, showroom, and offices in the front of the building, with 19,000 square feet of office space. Obviously, from the pictures that you're looking at here, it was called the Great Lakes Plastic Facility, where all the machinery and things like that are still left in the building. The property does have one grade level door accessing for deliveries, and it does have an additional parking on the side of the building, which does make it easy for trucks, employee parking, and things like that. The owner for this particular property is also willing to raise the height of the roof, which does need work. However, he's willing to raise the roof to adequately adhere to whatever type of structure you are looking to put in here. And as well, he's willing to dig out the grade level door to actually make it a loading dock. He has pricing for both those, and whatever can help a potential buyer possibly get this under their belt, he is willing to do so. So it's kind of nice having an owner that can work a little bit with you on that. But from a building perspective itself, it has a nice layout, easily accessible to downtown Buffalo, being on Broadway. And it also has a great location being right off the Walden Galleria exit, which, if anybody would know, stores like Cabela's and other type of facilities like that. It's a very popular area. So great accessibility, great traffic, great location, decent size, and then an owner that's willing to help out. So I've kind of got a little bit of a gem here.
So that sounds great. And some more details about this property. It's a little under an acre. It's 0.96 acres. Building height's 16 foot. There's a traffic count of 15,500 vehicles per day. There's that one grade level door that John mentioned, which the owner will make into a truck height dock by digging out for you. It's got 4,000 square feet of industrial, and the whole building is 21,859 square feet. Built in 1935. Great visibility. As John mentioned, office and warehouse or retail and warehouse. And the equipment and inventory can be included with this property. So a nice little listing, a little over $30 a foot. So seems like a very good value. Can't imagine you could build it for that much. All right, and we're gonna stay in the Buffalo area. This is 206 Reading Street. That was. Oh, and let me actually go back to the prior. John, do you want to give us your contact information?
Sure. So my email address, which is probably the best way to get a hold of me and for communication, because I'm always running around. It's very simply, it's John, JOHN, at Reccchio, RECCKIO.com.
And your phone number?
And then my phone number is area code 716-939-0440.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you, John. And it's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Absolutely, David.
Are you or Rick going to be at the ICSC Upstate event in March in Syracuse?
Pretty sure Rick's going to be there.
Okay. I'll see him there. So Rick, that's actually where I think I first met Rick, and I was introduced by, there's always a good segue available if you know where to look for it. We were introduced by Brian Donovan, who's the broker for...
He's in Rochester.
Yes, he is. I guess he's going. Brian's not afraid to get in his car and go do deals all over New York State, though. Uh,
Absolutely.
so Brian has a listing in Buffalo at 206 Reading Avenue. It is a 3,210 square foot building and asking 75,000 square foot, $75,000. Are you saying, John, that industrial, when it sells, is trading in the low to mid 30s in general?
In general, yes. I mean, especially just in this area, we're having a little bit of a shortage from some of the industrial and warehouse space. Recently had a client that was looking anywhere between Bradford, Pennsylvania, and Olean, New York, and everything in between. And basically, it's just it's really kind of hit that type of market where those are the prices that we are looking at now, and those are kind of the deals that have to be done.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you for that little local color. So Brian tells us this is just off the intersection of South Park Avenue and Reading Avenue in the South Park area, immediately north of Lackawanna. The building is less than 10 minutes from I-90. It is a 3,210 square foot warehouse space for a potential owner user, well suited for storage, with many other possibilities. Currently being used as a welding studio, and the equipment can be included in the sale. There are 2 high dock doors, which allow for easy loading and unloading of large, heavy, or bulky items. It was built in 1940. It's on a little under a quarter acre, 0.24 acres. It is a Class C building, and the average daily traffic count on South Park Avenue is 11,073 vehicles. And if you want to reach Brian, you can reach him at brian@donovanres.com. Brian, Brian, at Donovan, DONOVANRES.com. And you can reach him by phone at 716-998-2943. And both Rick Recchio and Brian's listings were syndicated to us through our partnership with BuildOut. So shout out to our good friends at BuildOut. Okay, and next we're going to get someplace a little bit warmer and going down to St. Petersburg, Florida. And this is a listing from John LeBud. I'm not sure if it's pronounced LeBud or LeBude. I get his emails, and he sends out a ton of emails, but that's because he's got like 150 listings. And he's got the most creative, not only subject lines, but he changes his name, in a very, eye-catching and amusing kind of way for many of his listings. So he, I get 300 or 400 listing emails a day, and to see somebody doing something a little bit different, it's kind of refreshing. So good job there, John the Bud. And so this is a 3,785 square foot building. Let's have a quick look at some of the other pictures. Got a nice rear yard. Looks like you park and stuff vehicles or store things. Got another outbuilding in the back. So it's all right. So this site is located in the west central portion of St. Petersburg on a well-traveled west-east one-way corridor with 13,000 cars a day. The address is the hard northeast corner of First Avenue South and 55th Street. It's 7 minutes from the beach and Tyrone Square Mall, and 9 minutes to downtown St. Pete and the interstate ramp. He goes on to say it is a rare site in the city limits of St. Petersburg, commercial corner on major corridor consisting of a front office slash showroom and a pole barn warehouse and a fenced-in storage yard. The front office is 1,250 square feet. The pole barn warehouse is 2,535 square feet, and the fenced-in work yard is 5,000 square feet. And let's see, it was originally built in 1930. It's got 3 dock-high doors, 3 grade level doors, ceiling heights of 13 feet. It's on about a third of an acre. And that is what we have from our friend John Labud in St. Petersburg. Let's keep going. And next, Michael Hoffman's got a warehouse in North Carolina, in Brevard, North Carolina. And it was last updated, this listing, on my wife's birthday, December 18th, so still fresh. It's ideally suited for an owner, user, or investor. It's got 440 volt 3-phase electric, dock doors, and drive-through doors. It's a 17,707 square foot building, and the asking price is $1,075,900. So looks like it's about $20 a foot down there, and probably other industrial buildings in the area. It is in Brevard, North Carolina. Let's have a look at the map to see if we can figure out exactly where Brevard is. The locals may even see Brevard. Seems right off Route 64, near the Pisgah Forest. Any James Joyce fans out there? There's a chapter in Ulysses, I believe, that's a Pisgah view of Palestine. And so let us move. Oh, if you want to reach Michael to find out more about his listing, you can reach him at mhoffman@tessierAssociates.com, and that is TESSIER Associates.com, TESSIER Associates.com. Mike M. Hoffman at TessierAssociates.com. His phone number is 828-551-0447. Again, that's 828-551-0447. And we have a late-breaking want from Worcester Wood, who is on the webinar with us today. And Worcester writes that he is looking to buy dock-high industrial properties between Boston and Baltimore, looking for 100,000 square feet building and larger, and will buy leased or vacant. And if you'd like to contact Worcester, you can reach him at wwood, WWOOD, at seyon.com, SEYON.com. Let me give you the whole thing in one fluid phrase, WWOOD at SEYON.com. And his phone number is 617-291-1400. Again, that's 617-291-1400. Thank you for sharing that requirement, Worcester. And Worcester is a longtime Perlmutter family friend and has connections to both my brother and my sister. So go figure. It's a small world. All right, next we have, we're going a little out west. And we are headed to North Dakota. It's chilly in North Dakota today. Watford City, North Dakota. So this is Eric Peterson. He's got a lot of great industrial listings out west. It is a prime location with Highway 85 frontage, located south of Watford City on the corner of Highway 85 and 22nd Street. It is a 12,750 square foot building. It's a hard to find type of asset in that market. And the building is 13,000 square feet. It's got 3,750 square feet of office, and it's on a almost 38-acre lot. So big piece of property here. I imagine you could probably build more there if you need to. The bay depth's 150 feet, so it can accommodate longer trucks. The shop has 2 drive-through bays with 14-foot overhead insulated automatic doors. I am sure wintertime you want that insulation. There's a retail counter, a parts room, separate receiving area. The office is upstairs, and there's a mezzanine, 18-foot ceiling heights. There's a fuel island with 3 separate tanks. There's 8 1/4 of those 38 acres are fenced in. And then there is another 29.75 acres of land that is zoned for agriculture. So kind of an interesting mixed use agricultural industrial type of thing. And if you want to reach Eric, you can reach him at Eric at Proven Realty. Oh, I better see where, sorry. ProvenRealtyND.com. So Proven, Proven, Realty, Realty, ND for North Dakota.com. And Eric with a K, by the way, ERIK at ProvenRealtyND.com. Phone number for Eric is 701-369-3949. And that's 701-369-3949. And that is our North Dakota entry today. Let's have a couple more looks at the property. There's a hill. Those 2 big doors that he mentioned. Nice aerial. And inside it's a nice clean building. Okay, we're jumping around the country a little bit here. Our next listing is in Shawano, Wisconsin. Julia, have you ever driven through Shawano on your way up to Rhinelander? This is an excavation business west of Green Bay in Shawano County. It is brought to us by Mike Zingler. There's a 960 square foot building. And let's read more. Let's see, before we read the rest of it, it's on a little over 6 acres. Small building, nice sized piece of property, asking $392,500. And it's an excavation business west of Green Bay in Shawano County. It's a profitable and well-established concrete and blacktop recycling business. They're including all equipment, tools, shop, piles of crushed and uncrushed stone and concrete, piles of blacktop, crushed and uncrushed, piles of dirt and sand. Got a John Deere 790 excavator, and a host of other equipment, which I'm not going to read out to you right now. And yes, yeah, the rest is there. So it's truly a unique property if this is what the type of thing that you're looking for. Let's have a look at the other pictures before we move on. There's some of that heavy equipment that he's been talking about. And this is the little building on the property. It's a butler building, if I remember correctly. And hey, the truck alone is worth the price of admission here. Okay, so next we're going to head back south to Florida. And this is brought to us by Michael Mahan from Lee Associates in Naples, Florida. It is a 1,000 square foot storage condo. And it is a luxury storage condo. So it's 1,000 square feet. They're asking $299,950. I just think that what that could buy you in Buffalo. It is a phase 3 luxury storage condo development, which is sold out. Only 2 brand new units for sale off of US 41 and Old 41. Got heavy block construction with 14-foot by 12-foot doors and a regular front door entrance. Units have epoxy floors. There's a 300 square foot loft, bathroom, HVAC, remote access and Wi-Fi internet are already installed. And Michael thinks they are going to go fast. And sorry, it seems to be sideways. But you can see that 300 square foot loft here if you turn your head. And it's it's got a nice bathroom. Who knew that a storage condo would have its own bathroom? But wow. That's quite different from the other assets we've seen today. And certainly if you're downsizing, yeah, that might be the right thing for you in Naples. Actually, I have a friend who bought a home in the area recently, and I may send that his way. And our last property today is a historical warehouse in St. Louis, Missouri. 15,370 square feet. Asking price is $1,250,000. It has been listed by Steve Jacquemin, and it is an excellent location near Interstate 170, which has direct access to the airport, approximately 15 minutes away. Gives you easy access anywhere in the St. Louis area. There are areas peppered with homes over $500,000. This 15,370 square foot industrial warehouse has a tilt-up reinforced concrete construction. The roof is several years old. Sounds like you may need to replace that if you buy it. The parking lot is in decent shape. The real selling point here is the strong location with great access to the interstates. It's on a 1.22 acre site. Ceiling heights are 23 feet, although it looks like it is just 21 foot clear. It was renovated not too long ago in 2006. Got 1 grade level door and 2 dock high doors. Again, building is 15,370 square feet, built back in 1993, and it is 100% occupied. It's a single tenant, so a nice piece of property if you're looking for something in St. Louis with some cash flow. You can reach Stephen at Stephen.Jacquemin at, I'm going to have to pull up his email a second. It is, that didn't work. Sorry about that. Oh, there it is. Stephen.Jackman, JACQUEMIN at SperryCGA.com. Stephen.Jackman, JACQUEMIN at SperryCGA.com. And you can, let's get large again here. Reach him by phone at 636-227-7900. Again, that's 636-227-7900. And I don't think I remember to give you the contact information for Michael Mahan. It's MMAHAN at lee-associates.com. MMAHAN at lee-associates.com. And his phone number is 239-230-2189. Again, that's 239-230-2189. So we do have a few more minutes, and I would like to just tell you a few more things. If you're not already a Quantum Listing member and would like to join, it's $89.99 a year for unlimited listings. Among the many other things you can do with Quantum Listings, you can send out email blasts to your own proprietary email list with your premium membership at no extra charge. If you want to boost your listing so they show up at the top of searches in your market, it's a $2.50 a week charge or $7.50 for a month per listing. If you want to be recognized in your market as the go-to agent, you can try out our brand promotion, and that's just $50 a month, $125 for 3 months, or $400 a year. And we can help you put up the artwork for that. You can do lead capture for your market. That's $10 a month. You automatically get leads for your listings, but this is if somebody is coming to our site looking for help in a market and your market happens to be the one they're looking in, you'll get that lead. And then we also have a really cool feature where you can advertise your listings through us on the Google Display Network, and that starts at $25 per listing, and you'll appear in display. Your listing will appear in display ads in your local market. You'll get thousands of views of that little ad, and hopefully you get some clicks, and hopefully those clicks will result in some good leads. If you don't know us by now, we really do take a customer-centric approach. I think it was handed down to me by my father, who was in the supermarket business, who taught me at a very, very early age that it's much easier to keep a customer than to get a new one. So, in order to make sure you don't get frustrated, we have lots of ways for you to get help, either by helping yourself in our How It Works section, or scheduling a demo with the green Schedule a Demo button, which is at the top of most pages on our site. On most pages, you'll also see the intercom button, which is a little blue circle at the bottom right corner with a smiley speech bubble on it. You click that and ask us a question. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you prefer email, that's fine. Send us an email at support@quantumlisting.com. You can call us as well, 914-470-5719. Again, that's 914-470-5719. We will be getting a new phone number soon. We're working on seeing if we can get a good vanity phone number. Just to make it memorable and easy for you. We also have these weekly webinars, and we'll tell you about our upcoming webinars in a moment. We have terrific weekly blog posts that are usually written by Julia, who is helping us out with today's webinar. Thank you, Julia, for both your blog posts and for all your help keeping everything on track here. Once in a while, we will send out a survey and ask for your feedback. And we often get great ideas for improving quantum listing through those. And the last thing that we want to tell you about on that, how customer-centric we are, is our Quantum Lister series, where we are happy to feature you in a blog post if you have listings on our site, and we'll also feature those listings. And the listings content is evergreen in that as you update your listings on Quantum Listing, whatever listings you have will be updated in that Quantum Lister blog post. So that's pretty cool. And in the next few weeks, before we say goodbye, we've got next week the DNA of CRE with Build Out in the Broker List. This is an amazing resource for our industry. It's in its 5th year. It's a relatively short survey that helps you and the whole industry benchmark our various habits and the ways that we work. So I would encourage you to fill out that survey and then check out the results to see how you stack up against your peers. March 4th, we have the incredible Becca Carlson from Carlson Integrated. She is, like me, a broker, but unlike me, she is also a marketing expert, and she has a webinar planned for us called the Hows of Marketing. Hows will be an acronym for something. Sign up for that, and you'll find out what Hows is going to stand for. The last one she did was the Whys of Marketing. So leave it to Becca to come up with something good. And then on March 11th, we will be having our friends at Reonomy on, and they will be talking about leveraging technology and off-market data to find new listings. So please check that out. Reonomy is an incredible resource for our industry, and we'll all get to learn a lot more about how it works. I'm going to pause the recording now and stick around for a little while if you have any questions.